All right, the date is Thursday, September 21st. This is a meeting to check in on outreach tasks for Backdrop CMS. We have 3 things that we're working on right now. First and foremost, we have Backdrop 1.8 that just came out last week. We want to let people know about it. On our to-do list, we want to write a blog post about it. And I talked to the folks at Facet today. They seemed interested in doing the blog post, but they need screenshots. So I'll try and figure out from them what their timeline is on getting that done. And if they can do it soon, we'll have them do it. If they are busy, and Tom, you will have more time before next week to have it ready by next Friday, I think that would also be perfectly reasonable. There's an issue in our issue queue for writing the blog post. It's number 425. That issue has a bullet list of things we thought might be worth highlighting in the 1.8 release. So hopefully that'll help us figure out where to get screenshots and what to write commentary on. I'm not sure all of those things need to be like separate items in the blog post. They could be consolidated into however it made sense. Like if you wanted to have one screenshot that showed off more than one thing, like maybe the progress bar and the task list styling, something like that could go together. But whatever makes sense. And then in addition to the blog post, we also want to send out a newsletter. And usually the way the newsletter works is that it would direct people towards our blog post. It would be like an abbreviated version that says, hey, Backdrop 1.8 is out, maybe one screenshot instead of a bunch. And then it'll say, for more information, check the blog post. And then for even more information, check the release notes on GitHub. Also, now that Backdrop 1.8 is out, we want to try and get an announcement into PHP Weekly, which is a little email newsletter that people can sign up if they're interested in PHP in general, and any PHP project can use it to announce things. So as soon as we get our blog post up, I will email them. The process for getting on that thing is sending an email and saying, hey, we want to be on the thing. And then they put you on the thing. So as soon as we get the blog post out, I'll send them an email with a link to the blog post as well. So those are the 3 things that we're working on right now, most urgently for 1.8. I also often have these ideas, like as I'm working, where I do something with Backdrop and I'm like, oh, I really like that about Backdrop. And I was like, oh, that would make a great like 2-minute video. And then I totally forget to make a 2-minute video about it. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I should just make myself do one like every week where I'm like, this week, this is the thing I'm showing off about Backdrop, and then like do a video and then like tweet it. And it would be so easy if I would just do it, but I don't because I forget. So I don't know if anyone else has other ideas like that, but I figured to just throw it out. You know, that kind of thing would be really great for us, just for people to be able to see Backdrop in nice little easy to digest snippets. It would kind of improve people's impression, I think. So I'll try and do one today, maybe 2 minutes. I think I can just do it. Things coming up. We have DrupalCon Vienna, which is next week. DrupalCon is not an event that we want to have any official Backdrop things happen at. It seems to create unrest in the Drupal community when we do that, but we thought it might be fun to just kind of say, hey, does anybody want to talk about Backdrop? Let's go to a bar or somewhere that's not actually the conference, a coffee house or whatever it is they have in Vienna that's so popular, and invite people to come and talk about it there. So you're not actually at the conference talking about Backdrop. We can have like a dedicated thing. We can have a cheers to Backdrop 1.8 being out. We could do a little demo, and it'll be kind of in a low pressure environment. So we haven't chosen the location. I think it might be a fun thing to do. I don't know Vienna very well, but if anyone has any ideas, that would be fun. And then the next event on our schedule is Bad Camp. And I think Bad Camp just opened Summit signups. So if anyone's interested in coming to the Backdrop Summit this year at Bad Camp, I'll set up some tweets. I had a couple weeks there where we did some good tweeting about Bad Camp, and then the last few weeks I didn't remember to schedule tweets. But I'll do that again so that people know that the summit is open for sign up and that we're having a Backdrop Summit and kind of a loose idea of what we're going to be talking about there. I don't think we should use the same schedule for the summit as we did last year. I think especially if we're going to have kind of a core a special core focus for Sunday, the day after Bad Camp. We don't need to do that during the summit, and the summit should be more focused towards people who are using Backdrop than it should be about people who are making Backdrop. So if anyone has any suggestions about what we should talk about in the summit or what you want to learn about, we're definitely open to that too. I was thinking we could do some sort of case study Backdrop stuff too, which might be interesting. We did 2 of those last year, but doing some more with newer people who are on Backdrop now might be a good change. Don't know. We're open. Also at Bad Camp, there is going to be a Backdrop training. Oh, we have dates here. So the summit is going to be on Wednesday, October 18th. The training is going to be on Thursday, October 19th. And the sprint or core developer meeting or whatever we want to call it is going to be on Sunday, the 22nd. So that's actually after Bad Camp ends. So if you're going to be here for Bad Camp, feel free to come as early as Wednesday for the summit. And then regular sessions for Bad Camp are on Friday and Saturday. I know there will be 1 session on Backdrop. I know there were a couple of sessions submitted. I'm not sure how many of them were selected. I know at least 1 was. Also, I think Opie asked us to add Drupal Camp France to the list of upcoming events. That is the weekend immediately after Bad Camp. So that's October 27th through 29th. So again, Backdrop sessions were submitted. I'm not sure yet if they were accepted, but we can check and see on Drupal Camp France's website. And then we have some big plans for events in 2018 that we don't necessarily need to discuss right now. Other things. We haven't talked about Backdrop for Good recently, but this is an idea that Jeff had. He's currently a member of a group in Western Massachusetts that does development for local nonprofit organizations. And he wanted to set up a similar thing for Backdrop, where Backdrop could have a Backdrop for Good branch where if you were part of a nonprofit and needed web help, you could apply for assistance. And we would look at the applicants and pick one that we thought either was most deserving or, for example, something that aligned with what Backdrop needed to work on. So if you had a site you needed to have translated into multiple languages and we knew that Backdrop needed to work on its internationalization, that may be a great place where we have a use case to test some of the stuff that we're fixing in Backdrop. That would be kind of a win for the community as well as a win for the organization that needed that. Because Jeff has experience working on this now, he's got some pretty good ideas of how to pick people who would get the most from it and how to make sure that we're not delivering something that's half built or half of the solution that they needed, but how to pick kind of a project that we can actually commit to helping the organization with. So I think it's a fantastic idea. We've got a website up. There's a web form for people who want assistance. We're obviously looking for volunteers as well. But I would love to kind of make some more noise in the outreach world about that too, just so that nonprofits that need help know that that service is available for them. I don't know, maybe we could do a blog post or a newsletter about that. There's also another bullet on here for platform SH hosting. It looks like there is a Backdrop template. And it says they're working towards a one-click installer too. So that's kind of awesome. I don't know who added that to the meeting agenda. I would love to know who's working on it. But pretty cool. Well, I don't have anything else for today's outreach meeting. Is there anything you want to add, Tom?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here, and we'll go ahead and wrap this meeting. If anyone has any ideas about things that Backdrop could be doing to reach more people, you can let us know. There's a email link on the website. You can tweet at backdropcms.org. You can join us in Gitter. That's where most people are hanging out most of the time. It's our live chat. Or you can, I guess that's it. Use issue queue. There we go. All right. Thanks for going, and we'll see you next time.